operation in Kansas City. So went back, told Shelley, and she was thrilled. She wanted to go home. It was close to home versus being, 700 miles away in Texas. And I came up here to run their company, and they had 400 employees, and my company in Texas had 35, and I was scared to death to take over a company with 400 employees. But we did, and we turned it into something really nice. It was a $25 million company making no money. And when we gave it back to them 10 years later, it was a $60 million company making 20 points of the pre-tax line, and they told me they were letting me go because I was making too much money. And so they did, and I didn't know what to do, so I started another company. And up in Nebraska, we opened up an office in Lincoln, bought some people out in Omaha, opened up an office in Kearney, and then we won the University of Nebraska contract, which was 600 machines, and I got them like 5 at a time. So it took us 3 years to get them all installed because they weren't trusting me enough to give me the whole thing, so they did it in pieces to make sure we could do the job. And we did, and we ran that one for 7 years, and then we sold that one to a company called Konica Minolta for a lot of money. We were very blessed. And we had no partners, and we had no debt, and it worked out really well for us. And then I didn't know what I was going to do, except they said, we want you to stay and run the company. And so I did, and I didn't like working for the Japanese. They didn't like me, and they didn't like women. And first thing I did was bought my wife out of her contract so she could go home. And and then Chris Gauntz called me from here at Datamax, which is now called Sumner One, named after the Sumner family. And so, why don't you come join us? And I said, Chris, you're my competitor. I don't want to come join you. He said, just come talk to me. So I went and talked to him, and I really liked him. And I've been here for over 5 years, so it's been great. I love this industry. We've got 20 salespeople here that I love. They're just great people. They care about each other, work hard, really care about their customers, and this company cares about us, and that's a tremendous combination to have.
Well, one thing that you've developed and other people have developed too is the idea for the copier drop, and that's coming up in just a little bit, and it's a great stunt. Tell the story of dropping, how the idea developed to drop a copier off Union Station for publicity, charity, and then also to have it be a contest where people can win copiers too.
Well, it was not my idea to do this. The idea came from one of our sales managers, Kevin Burgess, and he is crazy about this event. He has made it into a tremendous event. Of course, lots of help along the way. Union Station allows us to have their parking lot at the front of their building for pretty much the whole day. We got Belcher Cartage to donate a crane all day, and they come down and they set the crane up, which takes a lot of time because you gotta get it all set up. They had some steel plates they would put down on the parking lot because we didn't want to tear the parking lot up because we're going to drop a 500-pound copier onto some steel plates. It would make a huge hole. So the concept came from Kevin and Steve St. Dennis, and Steve is my boss. And Nate Bucati is on 810 radio with Stephen St. John in the morning, and they have a foundation called BIGGSteps, and BIGGSteps was Mr. Biggs was a guy that Nate went to college with at KU, and he died at a very young age with a couple of young kids and a wife, and Nate wanted to help his family and obviously help cancer research. So they have a race every year. In fact, last weekend was the race, and it was canceled because of bad weather, but we're a big sponsor of the race, a 5 and a 10K at the KU Edwards campus. So Kevin put this idea together with Steve about having a copier drop and raising money for Nate's cancer research group called BIGGSteps. And this is our 4th year, and the people at Union Station are tremendous to us. They let us have the place for the day. Last year we had over 300 people. It was a rainy day. We always do it on the Chiefs' first regular season game, and this year it's September 6th. We're there from 10 to 2. 11 o'clock we start feeding people lunch for free. And at 12 o'clock we drop the copier. And the copier is filmed, obviously, with drones above it and with cameras down below. And it's a tremendous deal. We raised $10,000 last year for Nate's BIGGSteps Foundation. This year our goal is to raise more. We had live entertainment, and we fed 300 people. We invite a lot of people from the nonprofit sector. The last few years we've given away copiers to nonprofit churches and to Ad Hoc for Crime Prevention. Last year we also gave one to Giving the Basics, which is another nonprofit group. And this year we're looking for the worst copier in town. Now, obviously, that's not going to be one of our copiers because we have great service here. So we try to find a copier from a competitor and blow up the picture of the competitor's logo and and then publicize it. We had all the TV stations came last year. A couple of radio stations came. The newspaper covered it. Business Journal covered it. And it's a really nice event for the city. We get the exposure of doing something nice for people. The two organizations that win the copiers get free copiers. Bishop Ward won a wide format machine last year. Bishop Ward's a good customer of ours, but it's also
Nate Bucatey's high school.
It's Nate Bucatey's high school. And several people from here went to Bishop Ward as well. So that's why we do it. But I give all the credit to Kevin Burgess. He fought this thing and got it to pull together, and now it's easier. But we always are looking for people to donate things for the auction. A lot of signed items from the Chiefs and the Royals and Sporting KC. Sporting KC is very supportive of us, and then Dustin Colquitt, the Chiefs punter, gives us all kinds of signed footballs and cleats and jerseys, and just great support. And we've been blessed, and we want to give back, and we do. It's fun.
It is a fun event, and that's part of the reasoning and the timing of this particular conversation. But exploring the world of Carl Little is not a little endeavor. It's a big one, and I appreciate you taking the time.
Well, thank you. I enjoyed it. Life is great. We need to enjoy it more and be more friendly to each other and help each other. And I think my son Nicholas taught me that everybody's a little bit different. But so what? It doesn't matter. No one's perfect. And I'm blessed to have this job here with this company. These are great people, and I'm blessed that we can give back. And we participate in lots of golf tournaments as supporters, and we play in some. But more than anything, we want to give back to the people that have helped us grow our business. And a lot of that is nonprofit companies here in town. So thank you, Danny. Appreciate it.
We hope you enjoyed the latest Danny Clinkscale Reasonably Irreverent podcast. Come back soon for something fresh and new. This podcast was made possible by our great sponsors like
the Exit Room of Lee's Summit. Come with friends, family, colleagues, or a team to tackle the challenges of this unique escape room.